So this video is going to be a reminder of something that will help you allow this lifetime to be a lot more smoother, a lot more effortless, a lot more joyful. And it all comes down to one thing that you already agreed to before this particular lifetime that you have forgotten. It comes down to one thing that you intended on doing before this particular incarnation that you have forgotten. So in this video, I take great pleasure in reminding you of something that you already know deep down. You already know this eternal truth, but sometimes in life, it's always good to have a friend here to remind us of the things that we know so that we can implement them, we can feel them, and we can be reminded of the greatness, the power that we have within us. Because the challenge is when we forget this one thing that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, oftentimes life can get a bit challenging. It can be the case where maybe you are achieving things that you wanted to achieve, but you ever had this? You achieve something that you want to achieve, but when you achieve it, it's like it feels good for a moment, but then after it's like, is this it? Is this everything? Then you go on to the next goal. And we're taught that this is just human nature for seeking and seeking and seeking. Actually, there's something fundamentally overlooked here. And not only that, it can also be the case where you know what you need to do, but for some reason, procrastination hits hard. For some reason, you're just not doing the things that you know that you need to do. For some reason, you're doing the things that you know that you shouldn't be doing. Or even just feeling lost or disconnected from your higher purpose. Like, you know what it's like? Sometimes we have so many different options in life, yet we don't know which one exactly we want to take. And then we just carry on living life on autopilot in this mundane day-to-day stuff, where days feel the same, things keep recurring, patterns keep repeating. And if you're experiencing anything like this, I want to put your mind at ease, because you're seeing this video for a reason. You saw this video on your feed for a reason. You felt the calling to click on this video for a reason. And this video is the answer that you have been seeking. So what is this agreement that you made, this intention that you had, but you have forgotten? Well, actually, it's simple, but very important. And what I mean by this is, this even comes before things like, you know how people oftentimes are always looking, okay, what's my purpose in life? What's the thing that I should be doing in life? What am I passionate about in life? Okay, that's cool. But this even comes before that. Because I don't know if you're aware, there's people out there who may, for example, let's take someone who maybe came into this lifetime, they needed to be famous, they want to share this light, share this message and impact billions of people. They could be famous, they could be impacting millions or billions of people, but are you aware of people out there who are famous, impacting people? It's their purpose, yet they're still feeling lack of fulfillment. They're still feeling disconnected inside. They're still feeling like something is wrong. So this is why this thing that I'm going to share with you, this reminder in this video, is even more important than knowing your purpose or knowing that thing that you think that you need to be doing in this lifetime. It comes before that. And I want you to notice, as I say this sentence, you're going to recognize that something deep within your awareness, deep within your psyche, deep within your subconscious, deep within your superconscious is going to activate, is going to trigger. Now, it may be in the form of a thought popping into your mind, or it may be in the form of just a simple feeling of something to do, or maybe in the form of a knowing of clearly what you need to do next. So are you ready? You agreed to, your intention for this lifetime was to bring this incarnation to its fullest potential. But I want to be clear. When I say bring this incarnation to its fullest potential, I'm not saying that you have to be super productive, working all the time. And I'm not saying on the other end of the spectrum that you have to have shiny object syndrome, doing new different things every single moment. But what I am saying is doing what is necessary for you to bring this incarnation, this particular episode in this eternal series, to its fullest potential. Doing yourself justice. Imagine coming into this lifetime, seeing all the things that this particular character that you are playing, all the different attributes that it has, all the different strengths, all the different weaknesses, how you can amplify the strengths, how you can remove the weaknesses or minimize the weaknesses and build on those. Imagine seeing this particular character's utilities, strengths, weaknesses, everything that it has, seeing the greatest potential. Because think about this, when you come into this lifetime, you have infinite possibilities in terms of what you do. There are some possibilities, and I don't want to use the word good and bad. There are some possibilities that are optimal for you, that are joyous for you, that are allowing you to reach this fullest potential. And there are some paths that are not as optimal. Now, based on the thoughts, the actions, the choices, the decisions that you make in your life, shifts you on these parallel realities. All this reminder is reminding you is that out of all the possibilities, did you come into this lifetime thinking, yeah, you know, I'm going to see what happens, make it whatever? Or did you come into this lifetime knowing that there is greatness for you? And look, this can come in many different shapes and forms. And the reason why I say that this is almost like a prerequisite to knowing your purpose or doing this beforehand is because using this as your mantra in anything that you do will only amplify the situation, will only amplify the results that you get, will only amplify the beautiful feelings that you're feeling. For example, while you're speaking to your friends, Holding this mantra of bringing this incarnation to its fullest potential. Is it the case where when you're speaking to your friends, in the past you would dim your light, or you wouldn't shine your light, or you wouldn't speak about certain things that you wanted to speak about? Is it the case where you're doing mundane activities like washing the dishes or driving around, that your thoughts will be elsewhere? But imagine this. Bringing your incarnation to its fullest potential is in the little and the large things. You could be washing the dishes, bringing that to its fullest potential in the sense of vibrating at a higher vibration. It could be in something else where when you have an intuitive thought that goes against your logic, your logical mind, you know, the mind that says you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this, or why would you do that, or that's not going to work. But you have an intuitive thought that I need to do this, that this is the thing that I want to do. This is something that I don't know why, but I just have this feeling to do this. Maybe in most cases in the past, you wouldn't have listened to that intuitive voice, that higher feeling. You would have listened to the logical mind. But then you've got to ask yourself in that moment, am I bringing this incarnation to its fullest potential by listening to that logical mind, that analytical mind? And this goes even deeper, because have you ever had this experience where you want to do something in life, like you know that you really should be doing it, whether it's, for example, resting or taking some time out, but you feel guilty for it. Like if you're not being productive, you're not doing, I used to have this so much. If you're not being productive or you're not doing something that is work related, you feel guilty. If you know in your heart that actually this is the season for you to rest, just like we have seasons in the seasons, seasons in the reality, summer, autumn, winter, spring. There are some seasons where it's resting time. It's hibernation time. There are some seasons where you're meant to plant the seeds. There are some seasons when you're meant to harvest. If you were trying to harvest every season, you'll be doing more damage than good. If you were just resting in every season, you'll be doing more damage than good. But the problem that most people have, and you think about this for yourself, is sometimes we can be in a season where we're meant to be resting, where we're meant to be rejuvenating, where we're meant to be upgrading ourselves, doing the inner work, yet we push that to the side and we carry on working on the outside. Or yet we may rest, but on the inside we're feeling guilty. On the inside our vibration isn't the most effective for getting the maximum out of that rest. It could be in some cases where you have been conditioned to play it safe. When you know that inside you want to take this risk, you want to try this, you want to quit your job, or you want to start a business, or you want to do this other thing, but you're not doing it because it's risky. And notice what I said at the very beginning of this video. This video is mostly going to be a reminder for you, a reminder of what you need to do to not just impact this lifetime, but think about it. By holding this, that you know that you're going to bring this incarnation to its greatest potential, to its fullest potential. By holding this as your mantra, as your centerpiece for anything that you're doing, from me in this video, sharing it and bringing this to its fullest potential, to me after this video going to make lunch and have some beautiful food, to me after that doing something else, to you after that liking the video, to you after that doing whatever you want to do. But bringing that to its fullest potential, whether it's a conversation with your parent, whether it's a conversation with your spouse, whether it's a conversation with yourself, whether it's you doing the meditation or practicing for lucid dreaming, but actually doing it fully, bringing that to its fullest potential. All of these actions aren't just actions that will benefit you there. Think about it. These are actions that will benefit you not just in that moment, but in this lifetime. They compound. It's like a snowball effect. You start having this as your center focus, everything that you do will be brought to its fullest potential. But it doesn't just stop there. It's not just for that moment, it's not just for this lifetime, it's beyond that. Because what you do in this lifetime directly impacts what happens after this lifetime. Now, this doesn't matter, this isn't based on your spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. It's a simple fact. There are causes, there are effects. If you take a simple cause right now and take a certain action, it will have an effect. If you take I always say this, the quality of your actions determines the quality of your results. A lot of times people say, just take action, just take action. But I don't know about you, I know so many people who have been taking action their whole life trying to work on their business, but not really getting anywhere. I know other people who took a bit of action and within 1 week, 1 month, have way more success than the person working decades. Now, why is this? Both are taking action, but it's a different quality of action. So ask yourself, in everything that you're doing, and it doesn't matter, this is why I say this even comes before knowing your purpose. Why? Because even you could say, but Josh, I'm not really sure what my purpose is. It doesn't matter right now. There are strategies to do that, and on this channel, I'm going to be sharing exactly how you can do that too. But even before that, it's appreciating that if you are doing anything in your life and you're not doing it to its fullest potential, it's just going to snowball. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you do it to your fullest potential, that will snowball. If there's things that you know that you need to do, but you're not doing, start doing them. If there's things that you know that you've been wanting to stop, but haven't been able to stop them, whether it's habits or addictions or anything like that. Yes, I'm not saying you can stop in an instant. Some people can. But if it's a case where you've tried to stop, it hasn't stopped, now it's your duty to be like, okay, how can I research how to stop this? How can I research all the different ways about this habit or about this thing that I don't want to be doing to finally stop it? If you know that you need to rest, rest to your fullest. Don't be thinking about work and all these different things while you're meant to be resting. Enjoy that season. Now, if you are in the season of working, then go ham. If you are in the season that you know that you need to be hammering down, waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., do that. Notice, imagine this life is like a cloth, like a wet cloth. You're here to wring out this life and get the most from it. Every experience that you can imagine, every experience that you want to experience, you experience it. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, as long as you're spreading this love, spreading this light into this world, do it. Imagine how much your life would change if you take this one mantra, not just listening to this video, but straight after this video, in this day, and going forward in this week. And I know the mere fact that you are watching this video right now, the mere fact that you clicked on this video, you're watching it right up until this point, this message is for you. There is a message here for you, and not only right now will it be resonating on a certain level, but as you progress and hold this as your mantra, I'm bringing this reality, I'm bringing this incarnation to its fullest potential. Then even more will shift and transpire. So if you're watching to this point, hit the like button if you're committing to bringing this incarnation to its fullest potential. Also, I am very interested in knowing as well what it is you plan on doing. What was the thing that you had that, you know what, I need to do this, or I need to stop this, or I need to take action on this, or whenever I'm doing this particular thing, I know that I need to do this, or in this very moment, how can you bring this incarnation to its fullest potential? Is it speaking to someone? Is it trusting your intuition? Is it speaking to that guy or girl? Is it trusting yourself more? Is it smiling more? Is it enjoying more? And at first, some of these things that I'm saying may feel like you're forcing yourself, but like I said, snowball effect, it will build, you will see the results. Let me know in the comments what you're committing to. And other than that, make sure to check this video out. I have no idea what it is, but it's your higher self guiding you through the YouTube algorithm and recommending that you take action on this particular thing. Other than that, sending you much love and light. As always, see you in the next one.